Samantha had always dreamt of running a marathon. Every morning, she would lace up her running shoes and hit the pavement, training herself to push her limits. She wasn't the fastest, nor did she have the most graceful stride. But what Samantha lacked in speed, she made up for with determination. She lived by the mantra, "It's not about how fast you get there, but that you get there at all." The day of the marathon dawned bright and chilly, with a tense buzz in the air. Thousands of runners gathered at the starting line, each sporting colorful attire, ready to embark on the grueling 26.2-mile course. Samantha stood amongst them, gripping the number pinned to her chest, her heart pounding with a mix of excitement and anxiety. As the starting gun fired, the throng of runners surged forward in a wave of energy and determination. Despite the initial adrenaline, Samantha settled into her carefully planned pace, watching as countless runners passed her by. She smiled to herself, focusing on her rhythm, determined to maintain her pace. Mile after mile, the scenery changed. The crowds cheered, and the sun crept higher into the sky. Samantha battled fatigue, the blisters forming on her feet, and the internal voice telling her to stop. But with each hurdle, she pressed on, her mind fixed on the finish line. The hours ticked by and Samantha found herself running alone, far behind the leading pack. Despite this, she felt an odd sense of calm. She was running her own race against her own challenges. As she rounded the final corner, the grand finish line came into view. To her surprise, there was a crowd waiting, the finish line intact, the people on their feet. As she approached, a slow, rhythmic clapping began and quickly built into a roaring ovation. Tears welled in her eyes. Not because of the pain, fatigue, or blisters, but because she realized at that moment it wasn't about being the best or the fastest. The cheers around her were not for the last runner in the race, they were for the last runner still running, for her perseverance. Crossing the finish line, Samantha raised her arms triumphantly, tears streaming down her cheeks as the crowd celebrated with her. In that moment, Samantha knew what truly mattered was not her position in the race, but the fact that she finished it, teaching everyone watching a lesson about the essence of commitment, perseverance, and the true spirit of athletics.